I started to invest in discovery plays around 2005. I first had a newsletter, a Middlecop Discovery Alert, a news service. I gave stock tips to investors like yourself. And my best tip was Aurelian Resources, which went up 1,700% after discovering Frutal del Norte, the discovery in Ecuador. It's a gold mine now. And then I had a banker friend, and he said, "You're stupid. You're selling your best tips for $150. You should start a fund." And that's what we did in the end. And I've been working for the last 20 years, 17 years, almost day and night in finding the best new mineral discoveries worldwide. And it all became very serious after Lehman crashed. I stopped working as a journalist, as a market commentator for Dutch TV. I started 2 companies. One was a bullion web shop. We store a lot of silver and gold in the Netherlands. I sold the bullion web shop after 3 years. And I decided to focus on the Commodity Discovery Fund. I started the fund in 2008. Our philosophy is to invest in the best discoveries worldwide. We ignore all the crappy ones. We only focus on the top 100 best discoveries worldwide. Metal agnostic, the best lithium plays, uranium plays, gold plays. We have over 2,000 individual investors. We're open for all, even Canadian investors. We have over 100 million assets under management, euros, so there's like 150 million Canadian. And we've had, like I told you, we invest in the best 100 companies worldwide. And we had over 80 buyouts, so companies being bought out after we made initial investment. We founded the Commodity Discovery, the CD Fund Discovery Award in 2020, handing out an award for the best mineral discovery worldwide. You see one of the few names who've been the winners. First 10 years, we only focused on North America and Canada, but we learned that the best discoveries are being made in Australia. So make sure you have an international account with Interactive Brokers so you can trade all markets, because the best discoveries are sometimes down under. We organize a Discovery Day in Amsterdam every year in which we invite the best companies working on the best and most significant discoveries to present their story, and that's where we give out the award. But I made one huge mistake. I started the fund in 2008, and it was the top of the last cycle. So sometimes discoveries, or sometimes commodities outperform the general market, but sometimes, like the last 13 years, the commodity space, the resource space, underperforms the general market. But I have some good news for you. We just bottomed out. And I think we're near the end of a very long correction, a very long bottoming pattern. And we might well be witnessing the start of a new long uptrend, much stronger than the recovery we've seen in 2016 or 2020. Here you see our AUM. We have had net positive inflows into our fund every year. Even last year we had net inflows into our fund. And we see many of our peers struggling because they have redemptions. And because of the redemptions, they need to sell their positions. They don't want to sell their positions, but they need to sell their positions. And that's what brings this market down lower and lower. But it's also the reason why we'll see a huge recovery rally, probably starting this year and working its way in the years to come. Although we've had a very long bear market in the resource space, we've had 4 wonderful years with gross returns between 70 and 90%. And this clearly shows what happens when a correction is over and the recovery rally starts. As told, we focus on the best and most significant discoveries worldwide. You can find this map on our website. These all have been projects which we have invested in and have seen a buyout after a few years, because major discoveries will always buy out an exploration company which made a significant discovery. And actually, if you look at the list of buyouts we've enjoyed over the years, it's pretty remarkable. On average, we have 6 buyouts in our portfolio every year. So you see a constant process that the major companies are looking for new discoveries, new reserves. So if you keep investing and keep specializing in the most significant discoveries worldwide, you always do pretty well. But you'll do much better in a bull market. This is a study by Crescat, and it shows what kind of premium companies are paying when they take out a exploration company after they made a new discovery. If you have a buyout in a bull market, the average premium is 36%, or it's the average value being paid of the metal value. And if a buyout happens in a bear market, there's only a poor 8% of the value being paid to the investors. So there's a big difference if you're investing in the space in a bull market or in a bear market.
Real quick break here, guys. If you are a mining investor, you are without question familiar with the Golden Triangle region in British Columbia. This is one of the most prolific mining regions in the world due to its vast deposits of gold, silver, and copper. Now, for the last 4 years, Dolly, Varden Silver has been busy expanding their high-grade silver deposit in the Triangle, and they are backed by some of the smartest investors in the silver business, including the legendary Eric Sprott, Hecla Mining, US Global Investors, Fidelity, Delbrook Capital, Sprott Resource Corp, and more. If you are curious why the smartest money in the silver business is cozying up to Dolly Varden Silver, then hit the link beneath this video.
So we were very unfortunate to start at the top of the last cycle in 2008. We should have started our discovery investing strategy, our discovery investing fund now. Because as you can see in this graph, this is a visualization of the valuation of commodities compared to the broader market. And in 2020, we've seen the lowest valuation for the commodity space in 120 years. And it's amazing how many people still turn out here. I think we turned the corner already, and the next bull market might surprise many. What's our strategy? Our strategy is the value creation due to the fact a significant ore body has been discovered. Pre-discoveries, these companies are valued less than 20 million. After a discovery hole, you see them jump to 50 to 100 million. And when it becomes a tier 1 or tier 2 discovery, these companies have a huge run towards $500 million, 1 billion, or even more. Look at NextGen Energy. The best uranium discovery 10 years ago, valued at 4 billion now, started at 30 million. Another example of a great discovery in recent weeks or recent months is Hercules Silver. They found a copper porphyry in Idaho. We started buying the stock at 38 cents the day after the discovery was published. We've seen a huge pullback in recent weeks, and I think that's a great opportunity to build your position. We've grown our position quite strongly, around 70 cents. The good thing about discovery investing, if you invest in a winner, Great Bear is another example. We've been invested in Great Bear. They were taken over by Kinross for almost 2 billion. When you have a run like this, you have many retracements of 40, 50%. So just like we've seen with Hercules, retracement of 50%, often these retracements are wonderful opportunities to add to your position once you decided that this is the real thing.